So in this video I thought I would share how I plan to get rid of this blinking light on my Akai LPK25 Wireless MIDI keyboard. I'll also show you how I managed to fix an issue with a key that wasn't responding by disassembling the keyboard and cleaning the parts inside. So this is going to be basically a disassembly video, and yeah, we'll fix these two issues. So this light that I would like to fix, the blinking is supposed to indicate the tempo that you can set for the arpeggiator. So for example, I can turn on the arpeggiator and press a chord, and I can then set a different tempo, and that will change it, the tempo. So, and you can't really disable this, and this is really an aspect of the design of this keyboard that I kind of don't like. I think it's really like quite a bit of a nuisance, because like if I have it on my desk, I don't want it to be either blinking or even turned on. I could like change the mode of the arpeggiator to external sync, so that would take the tempo from my computer instead of the internal tempo that I set on the keyboard itself. But then it would just stay turned on. Like, I don't know, this is just like, why would I need that light there all the time? A red light that constantly draws my attention. There's no reason to stare at it all the time. And for example, these octave keys, like if it's red, then I know that I've shifted the range to a lower octave or a higher octave. This makes sense, but this constantly on, I don't really see what the point of that is. You don't use the arpeggiator all the time. Like, I don't mind the feature, but I don't want this light be there constantly distracting me. So that's the issue. Now, let's see. So yeah, let's start disassembling this thing. So I'll unplug it for now. Turn it around. So there's a few screws that you need to unscrew, and there's a couple also inside this this battery compartment, so you need to open it as well. There's two screws here too. So and yeah, here's a screwdriver that I'm using. I'll be using these. Hopefully you can see that this type of screwdriver. So this one is for the screws inside of the battery compartment, and this one is for the all the other screws. So this one is just hexagonal, and this one is like cross. I'm not sure like what they're properly called, but hopefully you know what I mean. Okay, so let's start by removing all the screws. Part of the reason I decided to make this video is because like I wanted to, like before I took it apart, I wanted to just like take a look inside and like have a video of someone doing it, so that I know that if I have to do it or not. It was before that I realized that there was a key that wasn't working, but in any case, it's just kind of nice to have a disassembly video, I thought, so I figured I would share this for others' benefit. So almost done here, only a couple of screws left. Okay, so let me just make sure I don't lose any of these. So it's 6 and 2, yeah. So okay, now we should be able to open it. Let's see. Okay, so let me first show you how I cleaned the key that wasn't responding. So there's more screws here on top of the keys, so you can unscrew them, and then you'll be able to get access to the electronic parts that you might need to clean, and also you can clean the keys themselves. Like this keyboard actually sat on my shelf for quite a long time, and it gathered a lot of like just dust and dirt, and I had to clean the exterior of it as well. So this can also come in handy if you need to do something like that. So yeah, then it just comes off, and you can also separate the black keys from the white, and if you need to clean it. So that's how that works. Now for cleaning the contacts, so there's this rubber thing here that you can remove, and basically what I did is I simply cleaned all the contacts here on the board and all of these contacts on the rubber part. So I just used the isopropyl 70% isopropyl alcohol and some tissue paper. So I happen to have this spray bottle here that has the solution, and I just sprayed some on it, cleaned here, and same over here. And that basically solved the issue. You might want to do it more thoroughly than I did right now, but I don't really need to do it because I already did it. So that's that. Okay, so now I'll put it back together, and then we'll take a look at the blinking light and how we can fix that. Let me just check if everything works, is working by plugging back in. Let me see. Maybe I need to oh, there it is. Just needs a moment to connect. So okay, so now let's deal with this. So there's 3 more screws that we need to remove here, to unscrew here to remove this this board and get access to the LEDs. Okay, so just turn it over, and here's how it looks. So let me see, let me try to show it closer to the camera. So this is how it looks. So the LEDs are right, let me see, can I, it's hard to show, but basically between each 2 contacts there's an LED. I can actually just plug it in and show you. I don't know why I'm not doing that. So there you go. So there's the LED that is something that we want to not be there. So basically what I'm gonna use is I just have some isolation tape here, and I just cut a small bit of it, and I'll actually plug it in so that I can see the light and see if I'm covering it completely. So I'll just put some isolation tape on top of it. I already tried it once and I managed to cover it, but it was still kind of visible a little bit. So this time around I'll try to cover it entirely. I'm not sure if I'll succeed or not, but as long as it's not too bright, I think I will be okay with it. So let's see. And I would also like the button to still be functional, so I need to stay away from the contacts, which is kind of tricky, but so hopefully this will do. I cannot see the light blinking anymore, so it should be okay. I can still see a little bit of the light coming through on there at the top, so I'll put some more tape over there. Think like if the button doesn't work, I'm not gonna like try to fix it again, because like this time I don't really need the arpeggiator, but I think it should work. So yeah, let's see. So this is the what I did here. Hopefully this works out. Just fix that tape there a little bit, but here. So now that the LED is covered, let's put everything. Well, yeah, let's put everything back together and then test it. So I unplugged the keyboard from the USB and I'll put this panel back where it was. 3 screws go back in. Okay, so let me close it, but I'm gonna test it before I put all the rest of the screws back in. So let's see. Seems to still be working. Okay, so this makes much more sense. Like the only thing that we lost really here is the indicator of whether or not external sync is turned on or not. But it's like it's not really that big of a problem. It's just like if I enable external sync, so here it is enabled. It's just like if there is no signal coming from the computer, it's just not going to work. So it's pretty clear if it's turned on or not. Like, and if I look really closely, I can kind of see a little bit of the light there around the edges, but it's very faint. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you really need to know, you can. There is like, it's not like it perfectly blocks all of the light. So let's put it all back together since everything's working. Let me unplug this. So let's see. Oh yeah, and like when it comes to cleaning the exterior of the device, the isopropyl alcohol works very well for that purpose as well. So although you should be careful when using isopropyl alcohol because it may not work well on all surfaces. On some surfaces it might like stain them or damage them slightly. Yeah, basically stain them. So be mindful of that. First try like on a small spot that is out of sight. But for this device, at least for cleaning the keys, there was no problem with that. They look just like new, basically. Isopropyl is really good at removing like just kind of dirt that accumulated over time because something was sitting on the shelf for a long time or something. So okay, so everything's screwed back in, and let's see. Yeah, so everything's working, and this is basically it, I think, for this video. I hope you found it helpful. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you would like to support this channel, you can do it at ko-fi.com/linguisticmind, and I'll see you in the next one.